hotness, so hot. But I'm driving. I was just driving in my car, and I found myself talking to myself. I found my spirit just was on fire, y'all. It was on fire for the Lord. All these words and things just start coming out of my mouth, and I'm just speaking, and I'm going so fast, a mile a minute. I said, oh no, the people have to hear this. Lord, the people got to hear this. I had to pull over, y'all, because I can't be driving my car. I don't need no distractions, Lord, when I'm trying to get the Lord's message out, y'all. But this message today is about time, y'all. This message today is about time that we do not have. We do not have time, y'all. We are wasting too much time in this world being distracted. You know, the government, the people in the world who are not with us, but that are against us, are doing everything in their power to hide the truth from you, to keep the truth from you. And y'all are being blinded by the things of this world. And when I mean the things of this world, I mean y'all are being blinded by the cars. Y'all are being blinded by the houses. Y'all are being blinded by the money. Y'all are being blinded by all this stuff in this world, this material stuff, that it distracts you and it keeps you from getting to know who Jesus really is. You know, you guys waste too much time. Half of y'all spend too much of your time on Facebook, okay? Spend too much of your time on Facebook. Scrolling every day. Wasting your time. Figuring out who's doing this, who's doing that, who's here, who's there, who's living the best life, who's this. Everybody, y'all, come together and realize it's no competition, y'all. There's no competition. The only race that y'all need to be running and competing with is who can get upstairs to them gates of heaven up there. That's the only competition that we need to be doing. The only competition we need to be in is who can get the most sheep up to where they need to be. Who can get this person? You see somebody doing something they're not supposed to do, it's okay to speak and say what you speak your mind, speak your truth of how you feel about it. It's called correction, okay? You see somebody lost, you help them find where they need to be. We spend too much time, y'all, just scrolling up and down, worrying about what this person doing, how this person doing, who this person in a relationship with, who this person, where this person husband at, what house they at, where they living at, where they going, where they on vacation at. It's just too much, y'all. Y'all doing too much, y'all. Y'all worrying about the wrong things. The wrong things y'all are worrying about. The things that you need to be worrying about is the things that's gonna lead you to the gates of heaven. If you spending too much of your time and you're not working for Jesus and none of that time, you better rethink and reiterate how you're gonna try to get yourself together. You need to be praying for God to remove things out your life that's keeping you from being near him. To remove things out of your life that's keeping you from being up there where you need to be. You have to pray for the things that's distracting you to be removed out your life. Things that are separating you from him to be removed out of your life. Everything that we get, the houses, the cars, the money, the vacations, the travel, you know, everything that we get in this world, everything we get, it's a blessing and a curse. And I'm going to tell you why it's a blessing, and I'm going to tell you why it's a curse. It becomes a blessing because as children of God, we sit and we ask him and pray for things. He knows that we want. He knows that we need. You know, he knows what we like, what we desire. He knows all of that. He gives us these things because he's a parent. He's a father. He gives them to us. As children, we are spoiled, okay? He gives us so much things, and we don't even deserve it. We don't deserve it. No, we don't. We don't deserve it at all. But he gives it to us, and he spoils us with the things. But then we as people, what do? We get boastful, and it starts something. Because when you start to be boastful, you start to have that pride. That pride starts to brew up, okay? And once you start getting that pride, then you start, wanting to do more and want to be trying to get more and trying to compete and trying to be in a race, but you're running in the wrong race, y'all. You're running in the wrong race. It's okay that God blesses you. It's okay that he gives you things, but you can't take the things that you get and turn it into something else. You can't take the things that he gives you and go and bragging and teasing everybody with it. You can't do that. That's what you can't do. Because then it becomes something else. Now it's not a blessing no more. Now you being cursed. Now you putting yourself further and further down into the hole. Now you becoming something that you shouldn't even be because of the things that he gives you. You got to know how to appreciate. You got to know how to be thankful. You got to know how to be grateful. You got to know that when he gives you gifts, when he gives you blessings, when he gives you big houses, when he gives you big cars, gives you trucks and gives you money, everything that he gives you, you have to understand it's a blessing, because he wants to spoil his children. He wants to love on you. He loves you. But we in this world, we get so lost with the things of this world. We get so lost, and we find ourselves in a competition. We find ourselves competing. We find ourselves boasting. We find ourselves talking about the next person. You see this person doing this, you see this person doing that, and you talking about this person. Guess what you're doing? Guess what you're doing? You are judging, okay? You are being a judge where you have no position, no power to do that. You have no position, no power to be a judge, because God didn't give you that position to be a judge. So you have no position, no power to be a judge over somebody else's life. Because the only person that has that authority is Jesus, okay? Jesus is the only person that has that authority to do that. So before you sit and think to say while you scrolling on Facebook, because that's all that is, y'all. All this social media is something that to separate us from each other. It's something to keep us from hearing, keep us from seeing, keep us from knowing the truth. It is a separation from God, because you're giving all your time to the stuff that we don't need to give time to. If you're giving your time to things that you don't need to give your time to, you need to break yourself free from it. Break yourself free from it. If your time is not going for Jesus, if your time is not doing his works, then you're in the wrong field right now. You're in the wrong position. And I don't care what field you work in. I don't care if you're a nurse, a doctor, a lawyer, whatever your field is. You make sure every day that you're giving the Lord your time every single day. Whether it's you giving a word to somebody, you saying something uplifting to somebody, whether you're going out here doing God's work, you see a homeless person laying around on the streets or something, don't have nothing, you be a blessing to that person. You don't just overlook. You don't overlook, okay? So before you guys can sit and judge and say, well, this person did this in their life, or they ended up like, you can't judge that person. Do what you need to do and keep it moving. That's it. That's it. That's all. Do what you need to do and keep it moving. Do what you need to do and keep it moving. We have so many people out here in this world that needs us, but we are too busy worrying about what this next person doing, worrying about who we can be in competition with, worrying about what type of house we're gonna live in. We're worrying about the wrong stuff. You're supposed to be living your life day to day. That's it. You don't got nothing to worry about. You live today for the day because, as God says, you already have enough troubles for this day already. So don't bring your troubles from this day into the next day. Each day have its own worries. Don't sit and waste your time worrying about things that you can't control. Because y'all got to remember who in control, okay? Y'all have to remember who is in control. And before you sit and judge the next person, I want you to think about this. Take the speck out your own eye before you take the plank out of your eye before you can take the speck out your brother's eye. That's what I want to say. Take the plank out your eye before you can sit and dig a speck out somebody else's, because you ain't no better. You're not doing no better. You're not living no better. So don't think you are. Because everybody that's down here in this world right now, we fight every day. We fight every day to live. Every single day it's a battle. We fight every day to live, y'all. It is a battle every single day. We fight to live. So nobody in this world right now, in this world right now, planet Earth, ain't doing better than nobody. Because we all in the same race. We all in the same race, running, trying to make it to heaven. We are all in the same race. We're all trying to get to the same place. And until we up there in that place up there, until we get to them gates, we all in the same boat, okay? We all in the same boat. And we're trying to figure out which way this boat taking us. But you better hope it's the right way. So if you don't got your life together right now, get your life together. If you ain't got Christ in your life right now, you don't know him, get to know Christ. Pick up you a Bible. Go to church. Get into somebody's church, somebody's sanctuary. And do what you need to do for the Lord. Because the Lord is trying to use you. He is trying to use you. And like I said, my spirit was hot, y'all. It was hot. It was hot. Because he was getting to me, telling me something. And I had to get it out. So I just wanted to get on here and I wanted to say that. And I just hope and I pray that this is a blessing to someone. That someone can take heed from this message. That, you can stop gossiping. You can start loving. You can start caring. The way how you live your life, you should be able to see Jesus in it. You should be able to see Jesus in it. Start walking around asking yourself, would Jesus do this? Ask yourself that. Start asking yourself when you go and applying for jobs. You think about the time that you're going to be wasting and how much time you're going to be giving to this job that's going to keep you being tired, that's going to keep you trying to study, go and make money, keep you there, giving all your time to it. If you ain't having no time for Jesus in that job, cut yourself loose from it. Because you got to understand, God is going to supply all things to you. He gives you all things. Don't worry about how you're going to get there. Don't worry about it. Let Jesus lead your footsteps. Allow him to lead your path.